Howdy all. Last weekend my pards, Royal Flush, Bloody Bill Anderson, Wichita Belle, and Camp Hag set up a booth for our Cowboy Action Shooting Club, the Hawkinsville Claim Jumpers, at the Wairika, California Sportsman Show. The booth they set up at the Fairgrounds event brought a lot of interest from the public. So the Claim Jumpers invited those interested folks for a new shooters orientation. And that is where we're headed. But first, I want to give a shout out to the newest local SASS member, 32-Bit Bill. 32-Bit Bill recently joined the Single Action Shooting Society and got his badge number 103995. We'll see if we can't get a sit down with 32-Bit Bill and give you all a more proper Jedi TV introduction. Now, as usual, there's plenty of room in the Jedi van, so hop in, put on your time travel goggles, and come along on this adventure with us.
Thank you folks for coming, you that are for the members and for the new shooters. We appreciate it. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to just kind of give you an overview of what we're going to do today. Some of you have already kind of heard a little spiel. And then we will we'll get to shooting. Hey, I'm Royal Flush. I'm the match director here at Hawkinsville Claim Jumpers. That's the name of our club. And I've been shooting about 8 years. Got involved with this club because Deacon Doug and half-fast Rusty got me hooked into this thing big time. So yeah, I go shooting with these two a lot, Bloody Bill and Wichita, and we shoot every weekend almost, but all over, like you said, all over the West. Been a lot of fun. My two of my kids, actually 3 of my kids shoot, and it's been a great time together that we've spent. That we probably wouldn't have spent that time together camping and shooting if we hadn't got into this. So it's a lot of fun for families. SASS started in like, what, 1980s, early 1980s by a couple guys that were shooting and some of these other functions of firearms or whatever. And they got to thinking they had some old-time guns, some lever action rifles, and single action revolvers, and they thought it'd be kind of cool to do something with those. So that's how this whole thing kind of started down in Southern California. Anyway, so one of the things you're going to need to do is come up with an alias. All of us have an alias. So as far as your alias, it can be, lots of different things. Mine's Royal Flush. One of my pards came up with that. I can't take credit for it. I'm a plumbing contractor, so kind of makes sense a little bit. But it can be just anything you want. Something has to do with what you do for a living, place you're at, a road you live on, and just use your imagination.
Persons in history?
Persons in history, yeah. There's if you go on a SASS wire, it's sassnet.com, and go on there, it has alias lookups. So if you punch in a name, and it'll tell you if it's already taken or not. There are a lot of rules in this game. There's clothing requirements. We like to see a minimum, like blue jeans, boots. We don't like to see tennis shoes. Hat if you've got them. Hat is not required. Just some sort of westerny looking shirt if you can manage that. As you get into that, you can go as much as you want. As much as you want. You can dress vest, Jed, or you can. A Henley's fine. A lot of guys like to just shoot in the Henleys. Long sleeve is required. Jeans and boots is good. We're not going to be the clothes Nazis on you if you want to come out and shoot. There's lots of different categories. There's age-based categories. There's clothing based like classic cowboy, B Western, and if all this stuff is on the SASS wire. If you go on there and look up the handbooks, you can read all about all the different details that are involved in that. Today I don't want to get too deep into that kind of stuff. Guns and ammo, you've seen them out here. Single action revolver, you need 2. Lever action rifle, everything is in a pistol caliber, okay? Shotguns, the 1897, 1887, the 87 is the lever action shotgun that you see out there, and the double coach gun, side-by-side coach gun, either single trigger, double trigger is okay. And there's lots of different calibers. 38s are probably the most common in this sport because they're cheaper to reload, cheaper to buy if you gotta buy it. As far as safety rules, dropping a loaded gun is an automatic match DQ. Drop unloaded gun is a stage. As far as the SASS rules, what's neat about SASS is once you learn the SASS rules, you can go all over the country and they play by the same rules. If you went to a SASS match and they said SASS rules apply, SASS rules apply. And they will specify any specific rules for their particular range. What we're going to do today is we are going to have you go individually out to the table, and I want you to manipulate the guns, find ones that fit you, fit your hands, as far as, just the feel of it. We're going to allow you to dry fire. Typically that is not allowed at the loading table, okay? You're going to have ejected rounds coming out of the rifle. We have brass picking tools. If you're not actually going to the loading table and looking at the guns and getting ready to shoot, if you can help out by picking brass, that's something we do at our main matches. There's spotters. Typically we have 3 spotters and the TO, which is the timer operator. And the spotters are watching the targets to call hits and misses. It's a really important part of what we do. 2871, spotters.
I got 2.
I got 2, and a P.
What did I pee on?
Okay, if you're not comfortable doing that, it's something you just need to work at. And if you're not an official spotter, you still can be watching and learning how to do that and seeing the hits on the target. Sometimes it's hard, but it's something that is part of the game, and it's a very important part of the game. Because if you miss, if you have a shooter that hits a target and somebody calls it a miss, well, that's penalizing that shooter. And we have a saying, if you think it's a hit, it's a hit. If you think it's a miss, it's a hit. If you know it's a miss, then you call a miss. You're looking for the miss. Benefit of the doubt always goes to the shooter. Okay? If there's any doubt in your mind that somebody missed a target, you're not 100% sure, did it nick it? Something didn't seem right? It's clean. Okay?
But this is a timed sport. When the timer goes off, it's starting to count.
You ready?
So you want to complete the course as fast as possible. But you want to do it accurately as well. If you miss a target, it adds 5 seconds to your time. Now, I've seen matches where the overall match has been within 100th of a second, first and second place. Certainly in categories, in other words, if you're competing with another 49er shooter, 5 seconds could cost you a spot. Or 2 or 3. Absolutely. It can run that close. If you have someone that shoots at the same speed as you and you miss and they don't, that's 5 seconds added to your time. Chances are they're going to beat you. So it's really important that spotters are fully engaged in counting accurately.
And the other thing is, the other main thing is the procedural. So you come to a stage, whoever's running a match will give a stage description of how you're supposed to shoot it. Okay? If you don't shoot it properly, there's gun order and there's target order. If you don't shoot it properly, you get what is called a procedural, which is a P, and that adds 10 seconds to your time. So
Those are painful.
So you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that either. The pistols are going to be holstered. You're going to take your long guns, All the barrels, all the muzzles are up on this range. Okay, we don't want to see any barrels go like this sweeping anybody. That's a no-no. You're going to take your long guns out of your cart. You're going to go to the loading table. You're going to put them down. You're going to load the recommended amount of ammo. So from there, you're going to get called to the firing line, where you will stage your guns and shoot the stage according to the description that you're given. Today, we're going to take everything off the table. We're not going to do any holstering, anything like that. Just to keep it safe, you're going to pick them off the table. You're going to put them back on the table. After that, you're going to grab your long guns up, muzzles up. You go to the unloading table and unload them under the supervision of the unloading table officer. That's the basics. Okay. You're going to come here. You're going to set your pistols on the table, rifle and shotgun on the table. I think what we're going to do is we're going to start. You're going to just start at SASS default, which is just standing straight, standing fully upright with your hands at your side, relaxed at your side. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to start with the rifle, and you're going to shoot the tombstone rack there. Belle, you want to go out there and show them the tombstone rack? Or Vanna? So you're going to shoot the tombstone rack. There's 5 plates on that rack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When you're done with that and all the plates are down, now let's say if you miss one, you just keep shooting until they're all down. Once they're all down, you're going to put the remaining rounds on the steer head. Okay? So if you get them down in 5, you're going to put 5 on the steer head. Okay? If it takes you 6, 7, or 8, 9, or 10, if there's left standing, you're going to have a miss. There's no misses except for what's left standing, or on the dump target, which is the steer. Okay? So then you're going to put your rifle down, and you're going to put your rifle down. All the long guns are down, open, and empty. So that last round goes off, you got to open the action, clear it, then you put it down range. Everything's down range. Next, you're going to shoot your pistol. So you're going to pull a pistol off the table, and you're going to shoot the cowboys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? Put the pistol down range. Pick your second one up. If you've got them all down, dump the rest on the steer. In the front. Okay? If there's some still standing, finish knocking those down, and then the remaining rounds go on the steer. Again, no misses on the plate rack, except if they're left standing at the end, and misses on the dump target, which is the steer.
Which is his steer.
Now, Royal,
Okay.
for clarification, if you don't get a round on the dump target, if you use all 10 rounds on the knockdown, and you don't put one on the steer dump target, it's not a miss.
It's not a miss. Then you're going to put your second pistol down. You're going to pick up your shotgun. You're going to load it. You're going to knock down 2 shotgun targets on either side, however you want to do it. Boom, boom. You're going to get the rounds out. You're going to reload. You're going to shoot the other 2.
Wait.
Quicker! Shoot them faster! Okay?
Clean!
Pretty simple. There will be a TO on your side at all times, making sure that you've got things going in the right order. Okay? So, everybody, we're going to need eyes and ears on everybody.
It's actually on black powder. So in the video, it's for Jed I TV, actually. I will be referring to myself as Kookanadude. Kind of my entire chem class.
Just like that.
So the whole video,
Lever.
Get forward with those 3 fingers. Keep your finger off the trigger till you're ready to squeeze it.
whatever.
Perfect.
Just like that.
Don't make it look so easy.
Super embarrassed.
I taught her everything she knows.
All right, so okay, 5 on the steer.
Now, that gun and other ones to, again, race to short stroke.
I think that's good. That's 2. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, now the pistol. It's your sight picture.
Similar,
Go ahead.
but it had a short stroke. Now,
So just don't cock it till you get your sight right on it. There you go.
Used by a guy by the name of,
And then again, you're going to squeeze that trigger. Yeah.
You got to pull
Keep
ahead
doing that.
each time.
5 shots. You got him.
Little
He just
high.
go down.
That's
Hit him
officially,
again.
right?
Well, it's
Down.
a beastly.
Lower. Little lower. Keep right there.
Oh, good. Keep going. That's
Single
perfect.
six.
One more. One more.
Good. Now the next gun.
Next gun. Now you want to put 5 on the steer.
That was worked out perfect because she hit that one.
I can't remember the guy's name, but he was really a very world-class shooter that had those guns.
Bring it a little lower.
Cock it. Gonna cock the hammer each time.
He's got some nice habits already.
Wow, that's a nice group on
Okay,
there.
now shotgun. Okay, you want to lean into the shotgun a little bit.
Huh?
She was kind of a
Just drop
right
it.
on the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He showed you how to
Center.
do that. Okay. Now, again, exaggerate your stance. Lean right into it and just squeeze that trigger. You all right with that recoil?
Okay.
Good. Now just drop it in there. You don't have to put it. There you go. Now close it up. That just like that.
Lean into it.
There's a real life.
Just throw it right
I
in.
noticed that. I was waiting
Yeah.
for a little bigger kick.
13 grains of clays and 7/8 ounce of.
Let me see what's going on with that one because that sounded a little squishy to me. You're good.
Try another one.
Try another one.
Okay, you got to rack it hard. Close it hard. There you go.
Don't step when you have a loaded gun. There you go. That's it. There you go.
Start making a reach for it.
Good primer strike.
Yeah. That's the first time I've ever had that
Open
problem.
it. There we go.
That was amazing.
Probably
Clean.
wasn't
Flutters.
Nice.
That was clean.
Good
That was
job.
Good job,
That was
Judy.
very impressive.
Very nice. All right, well, listen, I'd like to thank everybody for coming today, and we had a great time. I thought the turnout was pretty decent for what I kind of expected.
It was excellent.
We had, I don't know, what we had, 5 or 6 new shooters, adult shooters.
At least, at least a half a dozen shooters that tried the sport out today. And
Yeah.
you'll see them all on footage.
And I think there's several that are probably going to be serious. We had really good shooters, first-time shooters shot the stage clean for first time shooting, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Usually it doesn't happen. They go too fast and miss. Anyway, I want to thank McCord for coming and for Jed I TV for coming down and videoing all day and being part of this and giving up a shoot day. Appreciate
No problem.
it. I know that's hard.
Glad to be out here to do it. If you guys want some more information about the Hawkinsville Claim Jumpers, take a look at their website. It's www.hawkinsvilleclaimjumpers.net.
Okay.
All right, we'll post a link down below in the video. Of course, make sure you're subscribed to Jed I TV to see all sorts of fun stuff that we're out doing.
Sounds good. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Jedi.
Bye.
Yes, indeed. That sure was fun. And everyone that was there, I believe 8 potential new shooters in all, got to try cowboy action shooting. We even got the really young kids involved.
Quick. Pretend that's your front sight. That's your back sight. You line them up. You put the front sight on the cowboy. You put the back sight so it's right on the center. So you're looking at it just like that. Does that make sense? Then they're going to fall down. All right. So go ahead and pick up that gun. Point it at the target. Straight out. Straight out like you shoot Nerf guns or something, don't you? All right. You point it like that. Now cock that hammer back. All right. Now put your finger on the trigger and just squeeze the trigger.
Not on the hammer, right? Take your finger.
There you go. All right, there.
There you go.
Like that.
Dead center. Good shot.
All right, what's your name, young man?
James? Go ahead. Like Jesse James?
It's almost
The outlaw?
Whoa.
Man, I should be scared right now.
He rode with me in 1864.
Okay,
That's right.
are you ready?
I'm going to tell you stand by and then beep. You can pick up the guns after you hear the timer go off, all right? All right. It's Jesse James reincarnation right here. Stand by.
All right, there you go. Okay, get it up to your, can you get it up to your shoulder? Oh, nice, okay.
And we made sure that they knew safety was rule number one, followed closely by having fun.
Yes, please don't be intimidated by all the rules and all the, worry about that. Today, the main focus is to introduce you to it, to give you a chance to see how much fun it is, what a family sport it is, and just really whet your appetite. Just remember, don't be overwhelmed, just relax and try to enjoy it.
It took me 4 years to get her to shoot. When she shot the first time, I mean, it was like this.
Everything I had was shaken.
Now she says, let's go shooting. You're not staying home.
And Belle really hit on something that I should have hit on earlier. It's one of my mantras. This is about having fun.
I sure hope you all enjoyed this episode and got some useful information out of it, whether it's so your club can put on an event like this, or if you're interested in cowboy action shooting, maybe it inspired you to find your local club and get involved. Share your thoughts in the comment section with me below. As you know, I read them all. I am Jedi Knight, and I'll see you on the range.
A clothing optional base category. So, range rules.
No.
Clothing specific category.
Wow.
Yeah.
What did I miss? I stepped away for a moment and things just went.
You need to edit down.
Right. Normally it's me that gets things degrading like that.
That's true. So as far as
I like to see you blush like that. That's a good cover.
it's hot by the fire.
Right.